The reasons for purchasing a country retreat are obvious. The stark difference between living in a busy urban lifestyle and the peace offered by the rural environment makes buying a rural property very attractive. But just like any other investment, there are better ways to go through the process of purchasing so that you are assured your money won't go to waste. Because the complexities of purchasing a house in rural areas can be overwhelming, you should know how you can make your investment worthwhile. Here are some tips on how to do so. Before you jump into buying a rural property, it's important you have a solid understanding and foundation of what you really need and want. Ask yourself these questions that will help you narrow down your choice. What is the ideal location? What size do you want your home to be? What are your short-term and long-term plans? Do you want a vacation home or a permanent residence? And do you plan on using the land for agriculture? Before locking down that rural property you're planning to buy, there are many factors to consider. You might not like surprises, so it's crucial you get to know the important aspects of the area where your property will be. Is it surrounded by farmland or wooded areas? Are there lakes or ponds? Is it close to town? What are the food resources in the community? And what are the local customs and traditions? It would also be useful to consider the climate and prevalence of natural disasters in the area as well. You can also talk to potential neighbors and other people who reside in the community to get a better lay of the land. When you purchase property in urban areas, you're less likely to have issues with utilities because everything is hooked up before the purchase. However, in buying a rural property, the system is different. The process and construction of utilities are different too. You can talk and negotiate with the seller of the property about how utilities can be made to suit your needs. Utilities you should consider include septic system for waste disposal, a well water system, existing power supply, and telecommunication services. When buying a rural property, you're most likely going to have a wider area of land that you're not accustomed to. It's imperative to learn how much this increased land and the property itself will cost you maintenance-wise. Likewise, know if there are upgrades that you would like to do on the house and in the landscape, such as repainting or rearranging/buying new furniture. Buying a rural property has its own complexities, and working with a realtor who understands and knows how to deal with these complexities is a must. This will be especially helpful if it's your first time purchasing property in rural areas. Knowledgeable realtors who have dealt with transactions and purchasing rural properties can guide you through the whole process to avoid the pitfalls that you may encounter. For all of your rural property needs, make sure to visit UnitedCountry.com.